Hello there, Pisces. Welcome back to Misfits of the Zodiac. My name is Ace. I'm doing a bonus autumnal reading for you. I felt inspired to pull 4 different cards for you. A tarot card to kind of summate all of the energies that could be around you in the months of our fall. I chose a crystal that I think could be very beneficial for you for the months of fall. I have a animal oracle that I feel is kind of your guide, if you will, an animal totem, if you will. And I pulled from an oracle deck that I haven't pulled from on this channel. It's from my Secret Woods, and I felt very inclined that it just kind of felt like a good autumnal oracle to kind of pull from. To get a little bit more granular and to dig a little deeper for you. So let's get right into it. I want to preface your reading by saying it seems as though you are showing up for someone in a big way right now. And I feel like there are some lessons that you're learning along the way, and we're going to get more into that. But I feel like one of the main things that I got from this is being consistent and showing up so that you don't come across as being flighty, if that makes sense, okay? So the tarot card that you got was the Knight of Cups. So this is usually someone else, but I feel in this reading it's you. The Knight of Cups is very well-meaning. He's a dreamer. He shows up with a lot of emotion, a lot of spunk, and he wants to help. The intention is spot on. The only problem with this is this person tends to get a little distracted sometimes, and their efforts can come across as a little bit shallow if they're not careful, even with the best of intentions, because somewhere along the way they get a little distracted. And I feel like that is very much in alignment with the other cards. That's the story, the beginning of the story that's being kind of told here, okay? Your crystal for your autumnal months is citrine, which is a great one for fall. Sorry about the noise. Hopefully that's not too distracting. So citrine is an orange crystal. It's used for wealth, enhanced career prospects, self-esteem, and manifestation. Again, I feel kind of like sometimes when we're out of alignment, we're not feeling as grounded. We tend to be a little flighty. We tend to not be as consistent. I feel like citrine is a great one to help get you in touch with the lower chakras and make you feel very grounded and stable so that you don't feel as flighty and you are able to consistently show up to help others or help yourself. And I feel very much that any of the orange or the red crystals, maybe even some black crystals, could help you in the months of autumn to ground the energy so that you're able to stay consistent, stay focused, whether it's on a dream that you're pursuing or you're helping someone. And it could even be you helping yourself and not feeling like you're self-sabotaging because you're getting a little distracted or off the beaten path, if that makes sense. And I think that it's okay to be off the beaten path as long as you find a way to get back to what your main focus was, unless your focus changes altogether, and that's perfectly fine. Just checking in with yourself and making sure that's really what you want at the time is really important. I thought it's interesting that you're the Pisces and you guys got the fish as your oracle. So you're in alignment with yourself. This is also talking a lot about doing, and swimming and traveling well, but then getting a little off course or getting, again, a little distracted. I think being in touch with your emotional states and being in touch with why you're headed in the direction that you're headed will help you stay focused at this time. The moon cycles could be very beneficial to checking in with at this time as well. I know we have some super moons in the autumn, so that could be something that could help you kind of with the course of what you're doing. I know a lot of people manifest with the moon. You might want to look into that, especially as a water sign. But I feel, again, more inclined to talk about this feeling of going and going and going, but unfortunately getting a little distracted because you just get so wrapped up in the movement of that, and not refocusing on the why that you're doing what you're doing, and that could come across as a little flighty or a little um, inconsistent with someone if you're trying to help someone. And I do feel like there's someone specific in your life that you are trying to help. Um, and the reason I say that is you have the ally, be present in another's life. So this is such a cute little, I love this oracle. It's very whimsical. There's this like little contraption back here, a little steam contraption that they're about to take flight on. You could be traveling with somebody and trying to stay grounded and not deviate too much from what your plans are. I think or it's going to be helpful, especially if you're traveling with someone else. But I feel more inclined again to talk about your allyship with someone. If you have dedicated yourself to a cause or dedicated yourself to helping someone out, making sure that yes, you're taking care of yourself, yes, you're in alignment with you and your why, but making sure that you're showing up for them consistently and you're not, coming off really, empathetic and very passionate in the beginning and then slowly weaning off. It's one thing to take a break. It's another thing to kind of just veer off and completely not ghost someone, but kind of leave them a little bit in the dust, if you will. Okay. So I feel like being a true ally is showing up consistently. And I think that if you can do that, this is going to be a very bonding experience for you with you and this other person, whether it's a significant other, a friend, a family member. I feel like they might have shown up for you before, and this is you paying it forward in a way. And I feel like it's going to be a very positive outcome if you can remain focused and remind yourself of why you're doing it to begin with, if that makes sense. So I hope this helped. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, or give me a like, share, or subscribe, and come back as a misfit. If I don't see you, I will. If I don't hear from you, I will see you for your December monthly reading. I'll talk to you soon.